I tried to generate 1,000 local Google business leads in under 24 hours with bots. And today I'm going to share with you what wound up happening. So yesterday I did a live stream. If you didn't check it out, I'll leave a link in the description. But basically I set up a server. This is the server here. And I queued up about 14 million messages to send. Now you can see here, we've sent about 200,000, 200,000, 200,000, 200,000. We've sent about probably 1 million messages total since the setup yesterday, which was about, I would say, maybe 14, 15 hours ago. Now, I could have sent a lot more messages. As I said in the live stream, when I'm doing this, I have the option to send more messages through separate servers. I also could have sent more messages by only running one project at a time and having 10 different servers running one project each. But the way I did it is I set up scheduling, which takes longer to run. So instead of sending 14 million at once, you can see I sent about 1 million between 5 different projects. Now, if you're brand new here, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Basically, what we're doing is we're sending messages with bots. We're submitting something called contact forms through a website, and we are contacting millions and millions of websites by submitting messages through those websites. And the way we do that is we use a tool called GSA for that, okay? Now let's talk about what happened. So we sent out 1 million messages total out of the 14 million. And if I go to my inbox here, you can see we have 267 sorted responses. We got some no's, we got some yeses, a lot of yeses actually. So here you can see it says, yes, send this to this mail. And by the way, if you didn't see what the message was from the live stream, let me explain to you. All we wrote was, I saw something wrong with your Google map listing. Is this a good place to send a report of the issues I found? So this person said, yes. This person says, send it to me. This person says, yes, please send it. So a lot of these are leads. Okay. So let's just assume maybe we got out of the 270, we probably got about 200 leads total. So we sent 1 million messages and we got 200 local Google business leads. Okay. Now, if we add our metrics, right? 200 leads per 1 million forms, per 1 mil. If we send 14 mil, right, it's going to be 200 times 14, 2,800. Okay. So we would be getting 2,800 local leads by the end of this running. Now, remember, it's running a little bit slow because we're scheduling it out and we're not running it at its optimal settings. If I wanted to send out 14 million messages in a day, I could do that, but I did this on a slower setting just because I didn't want to have to go and set up 10 servers at once. But even at 1 million messages sent, we still got 200 leads, which is incredible because let me tell you something. Even if you get 200 leads, you still have to go and respond to all the leads. Now, let me explain to you how you can actually go and export these leads and what you can do with them. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a tool called MailMeteor. And by the way, I'm going to leave links to everything in the description of this video. Let me just cover them really quick just so you know what you're looking at. So first of all, if you want all of this set up for you, if you want me to do this for you, it's $4.97 and I'll actually go set you up with your own server so you can start generating your own leads and you can start sending messages and generating leads while you sleep. That's going to be the first link in the description of this video, completely optional. Second link, this is GSA. This is for if you want to use the tool. And this tool is about 97 bucks. And this is what allows you to send the messages. Captcha Breaker, this is if you want to break through the captchas on the pages, the things that say I'm not a robot. That's about, let's see, I think it's around 87, something like that. And that's optional. You could get away without using the Captcha Breaker, but it will up your success rate. We also have proxies. This is what's going to allow you to send the messages without you using your IP address. I recommend you get anywhere between probably 50 to 100 proxies. And I get just the private proxies here. And the 50 is about 87 bucks. Now, personally, I run about 500 proxies myself which is $750 a month. You don't need to do that unless you're running like 10 different servers like I am. Next, we have the private server. You don't have to run this on your computer. You can run this program on a private server in another location. So this is a private server I've set up so it's not running on my main computer. The one I get for this is about 37 bucks. And let me show you which one I get. I get Windows, VPS, Ryzen. I just get the $37 one or $34 one. And then contact form lists. This is if you don't want to scrape your own lists. You would just go to this link and you would go and grab a couple million contact forms. We also offer a list of 14 million contact forms, but it's a lot more expensive and you're going to have to reach out to us if you want the 14 million. I left my phone number in the description of this video, so you can text me if you want the bigger list. But again, this is only if you want to go like the nuclear option, okay? Discord, this is our free Discord group. And anyways, what we're going to be using is Mail Meteor here. These other two don't really matter too much. So we're going to go grab this tool. It's a free tool to use for just grabbing and exporting your emails. So we're going to go grab this. We're going to add it to Google Chrome here. Okay. And I think the way you do it is you just sign in, you just grab the Chrome extension. And then once you have the Chrome extension, and let me, by the way, here we go. If I go to Google Chrome extension, Mail Meteor, this is the right way to do it. There it is. You're just going to add this to Google Chrome. That's Google Workspace. We want to add it to Google Chrome right here. Okay, we added it in. There it is. Now, when we have this, what's going to happen is we're going to be able to export all of our important emails. Now, you want to make sure you have labels turned on, that you have important turned on. And the way you do that is you go to Settings, see all settings, and this only works in Gmail, so make sure you're using a Gmail. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to Inbox. You're going to go to Show Markers, and then Google's going to basically automatically sort your leads for you. So now when you go to Important, all of these are going to be your actual leads, opposed to all your thousands and thousands of auto responses. You can see we have about 6,000 responses. A lot of them are auto responses, so we don't want to grab those. We don't want to export those, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Select up here. We're going to select all of our leads. We're going to click on Export. And by the way, we can do some more filtering if we want. Like if we don't want to worry about people saying no, we can do -no. So that way it doesn't have any no's in there. But I'm not too worried about it because honestly, I'm probably going to filter it within the actual Google Sheet. It's a little bit easier to do it there in my opinion. So anyways, I'm going to select all of these. I'm going to click on Export, and then I'm going to click on Export again. And it's going to ask me to sign in. And then what's going to happen is once I export these, it's going to send me an email in probably about a minute or two, depending on how many of these leads I have. But we're going to wait a second for it to export. It's going to send me an email, and then I'm going to get a spreadsheet of all my leads. Now, in the live stream, I actually showed you from some of my other tests how many leads I've actually got from doing this kind of thing. Here's two other exports from other Gmails. This one has about 2,800 leads, and that's from sending about 14 million messages total. And so the metrics are actually pretty accurate, right? For a million messages, we got about 200 leads. For 14 million messages, we got 2,800, which is about right on par for our calculation. Now, remember, you're not limited to just sending, let's say 14 million or, whatever the number is. You could potentially send hundreds of millions of messages, and you could multiply this by even more, right? So instead of it being by 14 million, let's say you sent 100 million. So what you would do is you would take the 200, you'd multiply that by 100, and then you're looking at 20,000 leads. Pretty crazy, right? Now, you don't have to do that though, because 20,000 leads, what are you even going to do with that many leads? So it gets to a point where just starting out, you don't need to do that much, right? If you sent 1 million contact forms, just like I showed you with the message I showed you, you're going to get around 200 local leads, which you can then go and start interacting with and getting them on the phone. So by the way, let me just show you what would be one of the things that we would do next. basically, when we get these people saying, yes, I'd be interested, what we can do is we can go in here, hello, what seems to be the issue? And then I can go and look at their listing, see what the issue is, and then I can record like a Loom video, or I can say, you know, pretty much anything to get them on the phone, right? Because the whole goal is to not interact with them and sell them over email. We want to get them on the phone. We want to get them on a Zoom call. We want to show them we're a real person. So we could say something along the lines of, the first problem I found is this, but I want to get on a quick call with you and discuss getting a full, report done for you free of charge. And then you can offer these reports free of charge, right? But then you sell the fixes. And there's so many different apps that'll actually allow you to audit a website or audit a Google listing. So it doesn't necessarily have to be, that you're trying to fix their Google listing, or, it could be anything, right? You could find problems with their social media. Like, as long as you can find issues and then recommend fixes for it, you're going to be doing very well. Okay. Now, do I personally recommend that you go and do local stuff? Not exactly, because here's the thing. I think that there's a way better thing that you can offer. The only reason why I wanted to show you that you can use these bots to generate local leads is because a lot of people go, well, I can't generate leads for this niche, or I can't generate leads for that niche. The truth is, and I've been doing testing for a long time, you can use this to generate leads for pretty much like anything you want. If you left me a comment right now and you said, Chase, you can't generate leads for, I don't know, roller skates, for people that want to buy roller skates, I guarantee you I could. Okay. It might be less leads, but the thing is when you're dealing with this many websites, right? You're dealing with millions and millions of websites. You're basically dealing with millions and millions of people looking at an offer. There's going to be some people that want that thing. And so ideally you would offer something that more people would want, but that's not really necessarily the case, because we have people that sell shipping containers with this system, literally giant shipping containers. And there's probably only a handful of people that need to buy that, right? So we're looking at mass volume, right? When you have this many websites, when you're able to send this many messages, right? Millions and millions of messages, you're going to be able to get leads for whatever you want just because of the volume of messages that you're sending. So let's see if we got our export yet. I don't think we got it yet, so we're going to still wait on that. So let's talk about what's going to happen after we get the export. So after we get the export, we have a few different options. Okay. We can import all of these leads into something like Go High Level. We can import them into MailMeteor itself. I don't recommend that you actually use MailMeteor to send emails, because from my testing, you can get your account banned pretty quickly by sending campaigns through MailMeteor. But you can see the open rates are pretty crazy. Pretty much a 40% open rate when we email these people that responded to us. So these people are very, very interested. 40% open rates over cold email. And I'll be honest with you, my warm email only gets like a 15% open rate. Okay. So 40% open rate is insane. It means that they're interested in what you're selling. But we could use something like Go High Level, which, by the way, I left a link in the description of this video to a 30-day free trial to this. But you can use a tool like this to actually go, you can import the leads into an account like this. And then I can set up an automation that starts emailing them about the thing that I'm offering. But again, what I recommend is I wouldn't try to go too hard on the email sequences unless the email sequence is, the purpose of it is to get them on the phone, because at some point you want to get them on the phone. So I can go in here, I can import a list of contacts. Let's say I wanted to import these 2,700 leads that I got here. Click on next. It's going to find all the emails somewhere in here. I got to go specify where they are. Here they are. From email. And I'll probably just do that for now. Okay, so we'll do next. Cool. And then now I have an email list. So I'm basically farming an email list with robots, right? And that's what's really cool about this, because here's the thing. When you're starting out, if you don't have like a big following, if you don't have a YouTube channel, if you don't have, you know, years of experience building a following or an audience, this is the way to do it, because this is an instant way for you to go and generate a list of 2,000, you know, emails for an email list. And all you have to do is start emailing that list, offering whatever you're offering. Now, remember, I said earlier, I don't know if I would recommend doing a local offer, just because, first of all, everybody's doing it. Everybody's offering some sort of local thing. But second of all, you can actually offer. So remember how I said earlier that we have a done for you service, right? If you go to thebestemailtool.com and go check out the done for you, you can actually get an affiliate for this service. Meaning, if you go to the end of this URL, type in /partner, you can become an affiliate for this, okay? Now, what happens is that you'll get a special link for this service. You can go out and sell it with contact forms, right? So let's say you got a server set up for you with, I don't know, 1 million contact forms running every single day. And it just depends on how many you want to send. I mean, you could send up to 100 million messages a day if you really scaled this. But let's just say you were sending 1 million messages a day. Let's say out of those million, you get a 200 leads, right? Every single day, 200 brand new leads. Now, what you can do is you can take those 200 leads and then you can warm them up and sell them on this system. You can tell them, hey, I want to get you set up with these contact forms the same way I contacted you. I can contact other people for your business. We have a service that you can use that will help you set up this system. We'll set it up for you on your own server and everything, right? And then they buy through your link, right? Because you're going to get a special link. And it's super easy. Let me show you how easy this is. If I go over to the affiliate here, all I have to do is sign up and register. It's free to create an account. Go like that, put my email, just put some random thing for here now. There we go. Okay, confirm. So what's going to happen is it's going to ask you to connect your PayPal, because you're going to get this offer here, and that's how you're going to get paid out. And then after you connect your PayPal, you're just going to click on copy. It's going to give you a link, right? Now, anytime they buy from you, they just buy through your link. You're going to go get a commission on that. I think the commission's like 20 or 25%. But remember, you're not doing any of the work. All you have to do is send the message, get them to buy the done for you setup, and then we do everything else. So you're basically just selling. And the way you sell this is up to you. You know, you could do an automated email sequence like I showed you with High Level. You could go and sell it over the phone. You could, like, because think about this. If you had 2,700 leads like this, right? Let's say you generated every single day, you sent 1 million messages, you generated 200 leads a day over, you know, a 30-day time span. That's 6,000 leads. Chances are, if you have 6,000 people saying, yes, I want to learn how to, you know, send, like, and by the way, this message that I put over here, it was basically pitching them on the actual service. I said, you know, hey, we have this list of leads that want to buy from you. Are you interested? And then we got all these people saying, yes, you know, I'd like these leads. Cool. You can send the leads over. And then all I have to do is just say, hey, I got to get on the phone with you for a second to explain how it works. Because they're all saying, yes, we want more leads. And then we just connect them to the service. We go, cool, go buy the service. It's $497. We'll set you up with your own server, and we'll start generating you leads every single day. And remember, it does not matter. If you want to generate leads for affiliate, if you want to generate leads for local, if you want to generate leads for shipping containers, it does not matter. You're going to be able to generate leads for whatever you want. Okay. Now, one of the things I want to mention is that we're going to be throwing in bonuses if you get the done for you set up today. Tomorrow, we're not going to be throwing the bonuses in. Okay. So today's the last day to get in if you want the bonuses. Basically, what we're doing is we're going to be throwing in 2 million contact forms that are ready to start sending. So when you get the done for you setup today, what's going to happen is your server, we're going to load in 2 million contact forms for you automatically. Okay. That means that when you get the setup and we run it, by the end of the setup, which the setup usually takes 24 to 48 hours, by the end of the setup, you're going to have 2 million websites that you can start messaging every single day. Okay. We're throwing that in, but it ends tonight. So if you want to get that and you want us to make sure that you're locked in on that, just put in the comments, I'm in, and we'll make sure to save your spot and we'll see you inside. So again, go check out the link, thebestemailtool.com, or just check out the link in the description. And if you want to do it yourself, that's fine too. I left the links to everything you need to do to get started. And I have plenty of information on this YouTube channel where if you look at my other videos, I have plenty of information showing you how to get started yourself if you want to do it yourself. But that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. And let me know what challenge you want me to attempt next in the next video. We'll see you soon. Until then, happy money making. We'll see you. Bye.